Welcome back to my playthrough at the LDC number 32 contest levels, and we move on to Route 3, which is the rule set that was picked by Armani. And this was created level with no more than 10 skill total usages, and also about half of the, or rather, at least half of the skills need to be permanent ones. And so, yeah, I found this one to be quite difficult to work with, but eventually I was able to find one that works. But yeah, this one was a bit harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, because it is quite restricted and kind of reminds me of a previous contest rule where you can only use a maximum of 10 terrain pieces and also a maximum of 10 objects. Yeah, from several LDCs ago. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. Alrighty, Route 3-1. Spring has come. So yes, there are 16 lemmings and only one zombie, and you only need to save 2 of them. And this is by Armani. Yeah, so here we only have swimmers, but this is very non-trivial, swimmers only low. And it definitely reminds me of Armani's color-coded from several LDCs ago, in which that was a blockers only low. So yeah, this one took me quite some time before I finally figured it out. Yeah, quite honestly, I thought maybe the nuke was involved here, but no. It turns out that no matter what you do, the nuke's not going to work whatsoever, given the distance to the entrance from where the pre-placed blocker is. But anyway, we have a zombie that is a pre-assigned swimmer and a pre-assigned disarmer. Yeah, so he's going to go around low, disarming all these traps except for this one right here. So yeah, here I do a bit of a delay, and then just before the zombie can touch him, then I go ahead and make him a swimmer. So this one is a bit harder than it needed to be, but well, this does get the job done. But the most important thing is here you need to make sure this trap does not get disarmed, and so that's why you need the regular lemming and the zombie to be close enough, yeah, in order for this to happen. Yeah, and then eventually at some point, yeah, I go ahead and max out the release right here. Yeah, there we go. So I think just as he starts disarming this trap here. Yeah, and I just released 2 lemmings with the 99 release rate. And they both become swimmers. Yeah, the key realization here is to realize, yeah, that due to the permanent skills that are on the zombie, there's no way to get rid of him except for falling onto the trigger of a trap, which will be right here. Boom. Yeah. So that's how you get rid of the zombie here. Yeah, other than that, there's absolutely no way to get rid of the zombie here. Yeah, because eventually what he would do is that if he does get past this trap, then yeah, then he will fall down, turn around the blocker, and also infect him. And then zombies cannot push buttons for you, and so yeah, you need a regular lemming to do that, or a neutral lemming, but we don't have neutrals, you only have regular lemmings. And then he'll just die to the shredder trap. Oh yes, and then eventually I start maxing out the release rate. Yeah, with 36 remaining to come out the entrance. Yeah. And then I pretty much do the exact same thing here. We're getting the swimmers as close as possible here. Yeah, because this is just to some timing here where you need to have lemmings coming from the right, be the one to get killed by the trap here, while also making one lemming go on to the left, and also 2 to go to the exit. That's how you rescue your 2 lemmings here. So this is just at the right time, which was why I left the release rate for several lemmings here. Yeah, in order to find the right lemmings to assign the swimmers to. Because it's really just a matter of knowing when to like fiddle around with the RR here in order to create the right timing. Yeah, to get through the trap. Yeah, that is not disarmed. Yep, and that's it. That's how you rescue your 2 lemmings here. So yes, this one does satisfy the rule set because, you know, since you only have permanent skills here, yeah, this is 100%. Yeah. So, no more than 10 skill total usages, but right here you only have 5, and all of them are permanent skills, which means all the permanents are 100% of the tool set. So yes, this does work for the rule set here, for Armani's rule set. So yeah, as mentioned before, it is not a trivial swimmers only level, so it's definitely still a pretty difficult one. And it took me quite some time before I realized the solution here. Route 3 2, migraine. 10 lemmings tend to be saved here, and also a time limit of 1 minute. Yeah, and I didn't need to read the number of lemmings and how many need to be saved here, but well. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, this trick is not new to me. This one I already learned from or I already saw from a late chaotic level from Lemming's Cranium. But I've already seen the trick from like other times as well, such as from like Lemmings United and whatnot. So yeah, after 3 Lemmings, I'll go ahead and raise up the release rate to 86. So yeah, dig here while the first one goes on ahead and builds to reach the exit. Yeah, this is where the climbers will go. Yeah, while the floors will use this exit down here. A pretty nice level in Gronkling's menacing tile set here, and also I kind of like the fact that every lemming has a row here. Yeah, that's why every lemming gets a skill. Or gets assigned a skill, I should say. Alright, so we just had the digger here, and the important thing to realize here is that if you let the digger finish digging all the way through, time's going to run out before that happens. And so, how do you speed him up? Yeah, and the answer here is to nuke him. Yeah, you could use a bomber if you had one. Yeah, because that does the exact same thing, except there's no countdown timer. Yeah, like in the nuke. So he goes into the oh no animation. Yeah, and that's only possible while he's still in the digging animation. So when he does that, he just falls down. But because he lands on top of the exit trigger, yeah, he is safe. Yeah, from exploding. So therefore, that's how you can save a lemming. Yeah, even though you assign a bomber. So yeah, it's like I said, I've already seen that trick plenty of times, and so yeah, this was why it was a pretty quick one for me. Route 33, Industrial Incident. Yeah, by Icho. This one I would consider Icho's easiest one. Out of his contest entries this time, but at the same time, pretty much all the Route 3s were pretty easy, except for Armani's. Yeah, that one took me the longest. Alright, so all of them need to be climbers. Yeah, if they are allowed to turn back, then they're just going to fall into the water and drown. And yes, there's a teleporter here, but there's absolutely no way to reach it here. Okay, first one will climb up, and then the second one will bash. One of them will turn around. The others will just simply take a little detour here. So the one that turns around will go ahead and build. And the climber will show me when he reaches the top. And then you need to go ahead and dig here and make sure there's no pixel or wall to his right. And yeah, this is a safe drop for the climbers. Alright, the climbers that make it past the digger will be contained in here, but we're gonna go ahead and release them by bashing, and that's it. So, nice level here. And this is using one of Dexter's tile sets, which he released from quite a while back. Yeah, from when he and his brother 10X released their low runner pack. Yeah, I think this is the industry tile set, I think it's called. But yeah, that was like several years ago. Alrighty, and then we have my route, or rather my level here, which I will cover in the next video. And so with this, we'll make another stop. And so tune in the next time for when I go through my own levels and show off the Nintendo solutions. So with this, hope you enjoyed my playthrough at the LDC number 32 contest levels when I covered Route 3. Or yeah, all Route 3 except for mine. And I'll see you all next time.